So hey you guys, I'm back with another YouTube video. My last time I posted a video was like probably a month ago. It was a month ago. And you guys, I'm speaking to you guys about how my childhood was and all stuff that I've been through. Again, so I can get it off my chest. So I don't have to sit up there and keep keeping it in and holding it tightly in to where I explode, to where I might express myself to anybody. Because if I can't express myself to anybody, I'm express myself on this platform. I'm expressing myself to y'all. So you guys, I'm talking about my childhood. So honestly, y'all, the reason why I do not honestly I do not want a relationship. I do not want marriage. I do not want a fiance. I do not want a boyfriend. I do not want a significant other or even a partner. And I don't want someone to come home to. 7 things. The reason why I do not want to be with somebody and I don't want to be with somebody in the long run is because so much hell that I've been through with relationships and how much people do and how much people reject me and how much people that I go and how much that I go through, and you know what I'm saying. And it honestly it hurts me to even like look at the people that do me wrong in public and that look at me nasty like that, and that just always just have something bad to say about me. And most people that don't even know me, they probably heard about me from another friend to another friend from their friendships, and then they will tell another person. And you know that's why I just get sick and tired of honestly just like approaching people, talking to people, especially when it's women, light skinned women, especially when I'm just in a good mood, not and I just feel like talking to people. I just don't want to have that. I just want to have that waiver no more, because honestly, it's to where it's like I was starting to heal in 2021. I thought I was fully healed from everything in 2021, but no, it's the fact that I was just starting to heal in 2021. And 2021, I want to say it was fun, but it was the a better year for me, to where not over the summer, but like the end of the summer, going to August, going to September, going to October, it was a better year for me that year, because I wasn't even thinking about the past. I was even thinking about all the shit that all my siblings put me through, all the shit that my parents put me through, all the shit that was said to me. I was like in a comfortable space, a comfortable mindset around that time, in a comfortable environment around that time. You know, my downstairs basement was flooded, and I had to like live down there every time when it rained. Um, you know, during those times of my life, during October and during March, I went through so much hell, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's like I thought I was completely healed, but that was just the start of the healing process of what I was going through and what I honestly felt around that time. I thought I was fully healed from everything, all the way from 2000 and 2000 and, 2008 all the way to 2021. So 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So around, it took me, wait, 2010. So it took me, what, 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it took me 11 years to heal from my stuff. Cause the bullying started when I was like 6 years old, and it ended when I was 16 years old, going on 17 during that December. And y'all, you know, I've been through so much hell. I've been through a lot, and it has not been easy for me. Cause I thought I was like in a conservatorship of vindication of healing, and honestly, I was not. I honestly was not. I was starting to heal, and God was putting me in a predicament where I was starting to. I was just starting to put myself out there to meet people. I was just starting to speak to people, talk to people during that time of my life. And you guys, it wasn't honestly, I thought like I was like completely healed, but it's the fact that all the stuff that I've been through, all the stuff that I've been through, it was just like relapsing on me. Like it was honestly such a relief that I was starting to heal from it. It's not the fact that I was completely healed. I was starting to heal from it, and I was starting to, you know, evaluate. I was starting to be happier again. I was starting to be comfortable in my own skin. I was starting to do better things, and things I wouldn't do, I normally do it. I was starting to take care of myself. I was starting to wear better clothes. I was starting to, you know, go to school virtually, besides the Eline Academy School, I was starting to like heal. I was starting to see the world a better place when I was starting to. I thought I was fully healed during those times of life, but I wasn't even fully healed during those times. I was just very neglected. And when I used to live at Eastboro, not over the summer, and the fact that I remember like everything that was said to me, a lot of numerous times in my life, to where I embarrassed the family, to where I'm ugly, to where the way I look is traumatizing. I'm fat, I'm skinny, so bony. There's a lot of words that's been said to me. I embarrassed the family a lot just by doing like small stuff. And even at Stucky, I didn't really speak to nobody. Even, at yeah, Stucky, I didn't speak to nobody, and I still embarrassed the family. And you know what I'm saying? It's like people don't ever forget things that they do to that you did to them, but they'll always remember what what you did to them, but they'll always forget what they did to you. And you know what I'm saying? They'll always tell the part what you did, but never tell the part what they did. And that's what it makes me heal, because I'm healing from so much right now. I'm healing from a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff has not been easy for me. I still think about all the shit that I've been through. I find when I embarrass the family, or when I sit in my room all day, I'm ugly, trying to give me an intervention, and people always telling me to man up or act like an adult, and I take a lot of things as an insult. I honestly do. And that's why I don't want to have a relationship with women in general permanently, because I know a lot of women that I've seen, and I know I met a lot of women that I've met that's going to end up traumatizing me, hurting me, burning me, putting me through hell, and putting me through the same thing I've been through as a child. Five things. And that's the reason why I don't want it, because I don't want it, because I believe once I hop into a relationship with the guy, and they're gonna end up throwing acid on me. They're gonna cussing at me. They're gonna waking up, making up in the night. So I have to do this and that for them. They're gonna huff and puff what they gotta do for me. They're gonna honestly not be nice to me. They're not even be generous to me. They're gonna treat me with no level of respect. Even when I do express myself to them, they're not going to do that, and they're not going to treat me with I deserve. They're gonna treat me like, as in, pick the as on quote unquote, pick this shit up. I did this now for you. I'll take you to the store and I'll drive you all the way back and forth. And you, Malachi, you don't even got your own car yet. Now this is not for you. I pay your car to be off. I pay for your car to this not. I pay the rent this month, you do it. I pay the light bill this month, you do it. I put groceries in this house, you eating my food that I paid for. Or you drink them all that I paid for. That's coming out of my pocket. I didn't have to give you shit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And they're gonna throw an acid on me. And I just imagine those things happen to me. They're gonna be stealing my phone whenever I'm asleep. So whenever I'm asleep, whenever I try to call the police on them, they won't be able to do that. I won't be able to do that. And the fact that, like, I've done damage at times, but it's not about me. It's about the people that done me wrong. And that's why little things just turn into trauma, because so much that I've seen, so much worse I've dealt with, and so much people that put me down and say I won't become shit, and even my own siblings that put me through so much hell, and things that I've seen myself being through, things that I couldn't wear as a kid, as in I couldn't wear Hello Kitty. That person gonna put me through the same shit. Like, why are you wearing Hello Kitty for? Why are you on your phone for? Why are you looking up other men for? Why are you you so fucking ugly, but I'm with you, but you're not my type. I am with you. I can find somebody else. I just see that somebody is gonna make her fun of me. I do see men, and they find as hell. The ones I even went to high school with, um, years ago, they fine as hell. But I just don't want to be with nobody, because I just know in the long run they're not going to want to be with me. They're not going to want to love me, not going to want to care about me, etc. And that's why I just don't want to be with nobody, like, in general, because there's so much hell that I've been through. There's so much stuff that I've seen, that I have witnessed, and and even when I, like, let's say when I get a tattoo right here on my pectoral chest, on the side of my chest, they're gonna end up neglecting me. Why have a tattoo for? If that tattoo got you tripping like that, you should have never got it. They gonna treat me like that. I did this now for you. This nigga pissing me off. They're gonna end up, quote unquote, they gonna end up doing that to me. And that's why I don't want a relationship. Get the cleanest mess up. Cleanest mess up. Their room is dirty. This house is dirty. They're gonna end up doing that to me. They're gonna end up neglecting me, bullying me, choking me, beating on me. I just imagine bad things happening to me, and that's why I don't want a relationship, because small things turn into trauma. People just look at me nasty. The ones I went to school with that I see in public, um, the ones that I've seen that put me down, the ones that they end up putting me down, putting me down to where they're gonna believe everything that they hear about me is true. And that's why I know that God, I see, well, what I see in God's vision, what I see in God's vision, and I see in my own vision, I know that they don't have that in store for me. I know that God doesn't have that in store for me. He doesn't have me having kids in the near future, two kids in the near future. Hopefully that doesn't happen. He doesn't have me getting married in the near future. What I see in my head as in continuously to walk to work, continuously to be broke and save money in my can, for a car, continuously to not get my license, and continuously to be poor. I see my life like that, and living in a small house to where I don't have to have a private landlord to find, but hopefully my credit will not be ruined. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I do see. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I do see. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like, what I see in my vision, what I just said, that's in my vision. That's what's in God's vision. And me working at a fast place as in Chipotle, and working there for 23 years or 17 years. You know what I'm saying? I see myself like that. And that's why, like, I'm never chill. That's why I'm never in solitary good environments, because I see myself doing those things that I don't want to I don't want to I don't want to become in the long run. I don't want to stay in the long run. I don't want to stay at the same environment in the long run. And that's where I have a fear of getting another job, because I have a fear of getting another. So I'm fear of getting another job, because I have a fear of that. Excuse me. That person that's going to train me, do a job right. Them treating me as long as they possibly can, because I'm not around them or I'm not with them. They will end up hurting me, end up bringing me down, end up shattering me, end up trying to change my schedule, overworking me. And that's why I'm scared to get another job. And that's why I just have a fear of coming around people. I have a fear of making friends. That's why the only thing I only look up on the internet is men naked, um, and men naked, becoming a prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like that, because you know that's the one thing that be really on my mind. Instead of looking at the news and looking at the news every single day, looking at Diddy and stuff like that. That's things that those are things that do be on my mind, and that's why, like, it's taking me like another decade to heal, because I started to heal in 2020 when I thought I was fully healed, but I if I never went through the Isaiah Gate situation, I probably would never honestly think the way I think now, or I wouldn't reimagine the things I already went through. I'm going through inside of my head, when it's not on the outside of outside of me in reality. And I cut most of my siblings off. I don't talk to one of them as of right now, because most of the time family ain't blood. You know what I'm saying? And most of the ones that put me down, that yank me down to get to me, and that is hurting me. You know what I'm saying? Most of them just will also want to tear me down and throw the past in my face, what I've been through and what they have achieved. It just honestly put me on a pedestal to where, like, they don't know that I am human. And that's why I hate being around people that think that they are better than me, and that do become better than me, that's more successful than me, because they have most of the help. And not just that, I just, what I'm saying, when I see doctors, when I see engineers, mechanics, prosecutors just at 21, or boxers just at 21, while I'm working at fast food right now, I don't see myself getting on their level, and I don't see myself becoming successful. And that's why I'm just making this video, because there's so much trauma that I've been through, to where little things that I see in the world, people actions, their manners, their demeanor, it turns into trauma like a ladder, over and over and over and over. People yell at me, people bring me down, people don't respond to my text messages, they always leave me on scene. I have a feeling, and I know that my partner is going to treat me that way. That's why I don't need to be in a relationship. I don't need to be in one. I don't need to be around somebody, because they were treating me the exact same way how I was raised, how I got treated when I got older for 10 years. And that's why I just don't want a relationship. And all the trauma that I've been through hell. And, I just see that person that I'm with gonna not clean up the house, gonna be dirty. And that's what I see. And I'm honest with God. And I don't want no kids. I don't want my family of my own. I don't want no kids, no marriage, no fiance, no boyfriend, no significant other. I just want to be left alone, because, you know, I just see myself as in just suffering from trauma over and over and over and over, and just going through so much trauma more than once. So I take being a grown ass man, people say that to me, quote unquote, I take that as an insult, because they treated me wrong in that term. So for me, I'll say being a young man, becoming 21, I hope it's better for me. I hope it's a better chapter. But I gave a lot of people in my life 13 years of my life, 20 years, two of them 20 years of my, no, three of them 20 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's all they need. And one of them 14 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak to nobody because they start to use me and they start to hurt. And I feel like, over a decade, I don't speak to nobody in 9 years, and, and that's what they need. You know what I'm saying? People want to be left alone. You actually leave them alone, and you heal your inner self, because the only person that can heal is you. So I would say continue to heal, and for myself, and I'll continue to heal my younger self. And I also call the 2026 the new 2011, because to me it is. And already seen most of the world, as in most of the people that are in it are evil everywhere I go. And that's why I just don't want a relationship, because that person's gonna make a friend of me. That person's gonna make a friend of me that don't got my own car, that I'm not on my shit, that I'm not in college. I just see that as that. And that's why God is gonna give me a person. That's why God is not gonna give me a person. And I hopefully not. Because everything I see in my mind, he has that in store for me. That's his vision, that's my vision. So hopefully not. And hopefully that I continue to heal, and it'll just be me and my millions. That's it. But peace out.